Om Shanti, good morning. Well, today let us continue to revise Baba's Avyakt Murli of 13th January 1978. We've already been meeting various groups, and today we will meet Baba as different groups. So Baba says, "You have received the facility from the Father with which to remain constantly happy, have you not? No matter what the situation is like, when you have the facilities, you can remain constantly happy. The facility to simply remember the Father is very big. Happiness is received as soon as you say Baba. Continue to constantly use this facility. To remember the word Baba means to switch on. To remember the word Baba means to switch on. Just as darkness is dispelled the second you put on the switch, similarly, to say Baba means sorrow, peacelessness, confusion, sadness, tension, all finish in a second. The Father has given you such a mantra. It is a mantra of one word, just Baba. No matter what period or situation you're passing through, this mantra will enable you to overcome that in a second. Simply use this mantra in the right way at the right time. Simply use this mantra in the right way at the right time. This mantra of one word performs wonderful magic. With this mantra of one word, you can take whatever you want, whether it is happiness, peace, power, or bliss. This mantra will enable you to attain whatever you want. And this is why it is called a magic mantra. The Father always has this desire for the children. Become unlimited servers, the same as the Father. All of those are limited responsibilities, but the Father's responsibilities are unlimited. So he has to give unlimited power to it. You definitely have to fulfill this pure desire of the Father. Now become Rajyogis. Rajyogis will become the princes. So the first stage is of a Rajyogi. It is not difficult to become a Rajyogi. It is difficult to become a yogi who leaves his home and family. So is giving us this mantra of just the word Baba. And the more we say Baba, Baba from the heart, the soul instantly comes into light. All the darkness finishes. And then the experience of peace, power, happiness, bliss, everything becomes real, becomes tangible. And so just the one word, Baba, makes us come into light. just turning on the switch of the word Baba. So let's take a moment and just say Baba as the magic mantra. The moment I say Baba, I switch on the awareness and the experience of all the treasures that Baba has. Let's move on. 13th group, Baba says, at this time, two tasks are being carried out simultaneously. On one side, you are settling your past accounts, and on the other side, you are accumulating for the future and the present. Now is the time to accumulate 100,000-fold for one. So pay attention so that you accumulate at every moment. Even at a time of settling, you can accumulate, because the method to settle is remembrance. By having remembrance, you can accumulate and also settle the past. It should not be that your time passes by in just settling everything. If you are settling everything as a trustee, you are then also accumulating. By doing everything with the right method, together with settling, you will also be accumulating. So Baba says it's not just settling, but it's the time to accumulate. Yeah. And so by having Baba's remembrance, we souls not only settle our past karmic accounts, because it's through Baba then that we are able to sort out all the karmic stories by integrating Baba's remembrance. But we also accumulate. The more we remember Baba on the field of actions, especially, and we come into actions in Baba's remembrance, we are accumulating. So let's take a moment and experience that through Baba's remembrance, I, the soul, am settling all the past karmic accounts. And I'm also accumulating. So number 14, Baba says you are spinners of the discus of self-realization, are you not? A spinner of the discus of self-realization becomes one with the canopy in the future. If you're not a spinner of the discus of self-realization now, you cannot become one under the canopy either. The discus of self-realization finishes many wasteful cycles. No other cycle can remain in front of the discus of self-realization. They will finish in a second. So do you always keep your ornaments with you? Or do you become tired? To adopt the discourse of self-realization means to remain light. It is not difficult to always adopt something that is light. To be a spinner of the discus of self-realization means to be light. So let this discus constantly spin. Do not let go of it, because you have the experience of attainment, do you not? So Baba is saying how when the soul spins the discus of self-realization, the soul is aware of its journey, its story, then nothing else can trick the soul. It's like all the wasteful cycles end the moment this discus of self-realization spins. And so Baba is saying to adopt it as an ornament, really, so that this discus spins constantly. And it's not just a little period of time or short duration, but throughout the day, I'm able to hold on to this discus of self-realization and constantly spin it. So let's take a moment and experience that I, the soul, am able to reflect on my journey through time. I know the story, the entire story, the beginning, the middle, the end, above and beyond this limited drama. I, the soul, am aware of my reality, and I spin this discus of self-realization. Let's move on. Baba says, number 15, to the extent that you quench the thirst of thirsty souls, accordingly, you remain a contented soul yourself. To give happiness to others means to remain happy yourself. Just as by you donating, your wealth increases. Similarly, to give happiness, peace, and power to others is not giving, but filling yourself. When you have deep love for serving, then even while sleeping, you will be serving in your dreams. In your dreams too, you will be having very good plans, as though you had a touching through yoga. You receive the return of your deep love in your dreams. This is known as being absorbed in love. For you children, the world of Brahmins is your world, and the rest of the world is tasteless. While seeing it, you do not see it, and while living in it, you are not in it. Therefore, what would a server dream of? The Father and service, for there is nothing else. Acha. Baba says, for you children, the world of Brahmins is your world, and the rest of the world is tasteless. While seeing it, you do not see it. And while living in it, you are not in it. It's like we are in this world, but we are not of this world. We belong to Baba's world, and Baba has created this beautiful world of the Brahmin family. And so this is our world. Nothing else really belongs to us. So Baba says then, the more we just live inside this world, then even the dreams Baba will use to touch uh, different plans for service. They will be touching through yoga. Let's take a moment and realize that for I, the soul, it's only Baba and Baba's world that matters. Everything else does not matter. And so I live with Baba in Baba's world, in Baba's family. Everything else is a story. Shanti. The number 16, Baba says, make Maya unconscious with just one word. And what is that one word? Baba. When Baba is there, Maya cannot be there. If you say Baba from your heart, with that love and relationship, Maya will run away. No matter how great a bandit someone may be, when he is caught, that great bandit then becomes like a goat. So to say the word Baba means that the bandit is caught. A second ago, Maya was the form of a lion, and she became a goat in a second. So constantly keep this method with you. When you forget Baba, you forget everything. The method is easy. You simply need to know the way to use it again and again. For transformation to take place in a second is known as knowing the method to use it. Always remember my Baba. When you say my Baba, Maya runs away. When you say my Baba, Maya runs away. So Baba is saying, earlier also Baba gave the magic mantra of just the word Baba. And now also Baba is saying, when Baba is there, Maya cannot be there. When there is light, there cannot be darkness. And so just saying Baba from the heart, my Baba, allows the soul to get rid of the influence of Maya. So Baba says, no matter how, whatever, or how great a bandit may be, but when he's caught, then he's like a goat. The same way, it's like no matter whatever type of waste or negative thought or anything of Maya may be there, but the moment I come into Baba's world, then it doesn't have any influence on the soul. And so just to be with Baba, just to keep on experiencing Baba's presence is all that the soul needs to focus on. So let's take a moment to just come to the awareness that for I, the soul, there is just the one Baba. It's nothing else that matters. I say my Baba from the heart, and I see all the ghosts of Maya running away. All the bandits leaving the kingdom of the mind. And it's only Baba and Baba's energy that rules my kingdom. And number 17, Baba says the way to have the stage of a constantly easy yogi is to know the importance of Amrit Vela. Amrit Vela is the beginning of the day. Those who create a powerful stage at Amrit Vela, that is at the beginning of the day, will receive help throughout the day. Their lives will be great for the whole day. Because when you have taken special power from the Father at Amrit Vela, it will not be difficult to move along as an embodiment of power. No matter what type of task comes in front of you, you will not experience it to be difficult, but it will become easy on the basis of the powers you have attained. In this way, your stage of being an easy yogi will be maintained. To miss Amrit Vela means to finish the special attainment of the confluence age. By living your life according to the godly codes of conduct, you will become an example in front of the world. The people of the world will create their lives on seeing your life. Therefore, stay within the line of the code of conduct, and Maya cannot come. No matter what happens, your zeal and enthusiasm should be new at every second. You yourself are the basis of your zeal and enthusiasm, and no one can stop you. Let there be a constantly ascending stage. It is the duty of weak ones to stop. Acha. Acha. Somebody is saying to always understand the importance of Amrit Vela and not to miss it. That's the beginning of the day. And when we create a powerful stage at Amrit Vela, then throughout the day, the soul is able to just very smoothly just breeze through the day without any thoughts of Maya. So Baba says just to have this special attention to not only not to miss Amrit Vela, but also to use this time to create a powerful stage. And that becomes the basis for our ascending stage. So let us take a moment and realize that this beautiful time of Amrit Vela, I, the soul, am using it to make my stage very powerful. I never miss Amrit Vela. I remember Baba with great love, especially in the morning hours. And that forms the basis of my spiritual life. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, family. Let's just take another moment to just absorb all Baba's versions that we heard today. Just to remember the word Baba. Baba is the magic mantra. And this mantra also chases away all the bandits of Maya. Staying in Baba's remembrance allows me to not only settle but also accumulate for my future. I spin the discus of self-realization constantly. It becomes an ornament for the soul. The soul is saying the word Baba, my Baba, from the heart. Where there is Baba, nothing of Maya can touch the soul. Om Shanti. Thank you. Maybe we can open up to see if there are any thoughts anyone would like to share.
Very first point that we read today, where Baba says that this is the time not just to settle your past account, but also to accumulate. And then he gives the method by remembering the Father and remembering the service is one of the method to settle the past karma and to accumulate the account for the future. And then he used the method that to serve as a trustee is one key to settle the past karma and accumulate for the future. The magic mantra for this is remember Baba and be a trustee while serving every moment. That's the takeaway from Om Shanti.
Very nice. Shanti.
Om Shanti, brother. Om Shanti. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, Vijay, go ahead.
So the magic continues, Sarabai. Magic continues. What a Murli it has been. You know, yesterday when you just ended, I had something in my mind, but I said, no, I should stop. When you spoke about a Brahmin, you know, always that word, you know, a sort of throws me away from the other part of the world when I'm a Brahmin and he's a Shudra. And for me, because even Lokik, I was a Brahmin, I always used to feel it very, the way the clans have been divided. And what in the, I couldn't believe when I read the Sakar Murli yesterday, the first line itself, Baba touched me over there. I went about, I said, could I ask you? But Baba answered it in the Sakar Murli. That's Baba. Today, I really want you to take us, see, it's not just Baba. If you just see Baba, even they call father as Baba. And even a mother, you know, when she has to call a small her baby, a child, Baba, kya karte ho, Baba, we say. You know, I always used to think, and to be very honest with you, in my devotion days, I was Sai Baba's devotee. So I know what does that word just saying Baba used to come. So I have had that experience of really in devotion to. But this magic mantra, this Baba, is something different. This Baba, I cannot even see him. I don't know what he's made up of, what stuff he's made up of. How does he look? If I touch him, how do I feel? If I hold him in my arms, how he is going to be? No, I don't know anything. See, that's why they say, no, only we can understand a Baba ka pyar. Outside people will never understand. They may find us crazy to go and love something incorporeal. But only we know that magic, that kind of melting point within us when that word Baba. But I want to really understand, you know, the depth of it. See, sometimes we just say Baba, see, I'm just going on the road, something comes up, but I think that word Baba comes just like, oh my God, like that. But here I want to understand the depth, the sincerity, the faithfulness, I don't know how to tell you, it's so embedded deep with that. So when I call Baba, ting tong, he should be there. I want to understand what is that magic. And he started even with Baba. And later also he's speaking about, he's saying, so he says, Baba means Maya will run away. Baba is the golden key he gives us. So we would really like you to, because you've got that something deep from the heart to say, how do I really, it's not just saying Baba, Baba, and all, but what is that feeling? What is that connection which one gets when you say the word Baba? Let's suppose you could share with us your own innermost feelings, brother.
Yeah, thank you for your thoughts and sharings. I do feel that, one thing that I've been experimenting with of late is saying that, like what Baba says, Mera to ek Shiv Baba, and then Baba says, Dusra na koi. And then I've been, working on this, like I'll say, this seva is not my seva, doesn't belong to me, and mine is the only one Baba. It could be anything, but just to label it as in my mind, this is not something that belongs to me. Mera nahi hai. Like what Baba says, dusra na koi. So it's like, like in our mind, we have so many different compartments, like in a house, right? We have different rooms. So sometimes what happens is, okay, we have one room for Baba, but then we have another room for, our personal life. We have another room for our professional life. We have another room for, in a sense, our, other kind of desires or whatever. And what I feel is, what Baba really means is, when I say Baba, it means there is only one. There is nothing else in any other room. Everything is just Baba. So that's what, like, when the kingdom of the mind is completely filled with Baba's love. And then that can only happen, I feel, when there is nothing else in the mind. Because if there's anything else, then Baba's energy gets diluted. And sometimes it can even become like, a devotional, just a feeling, and then just saying the word Baba. But the actual power, I feel, is received when it is just one Baba and none other. And sometimes Baba says none but the one. And so in realizing that everything else is a false label that I have, or it's an illusion really. And so it doesn't really need to stay in my mind. It just needs, okay, I need to work, whatever, okay, I do it, but then I forget it. It doesn't enter my subconscious. It doesn't, create a permanent space in my in the room of, in the house of my mind. So it's just temporary, but the only permanent is Baba, because that's what the soul, eternally, that's who the soul eternally belongs to. And so with that clarity, when I say Baba, then everything else just fades away. Yeah.
Om Shanti.
Option.
Om Shanti. As we are discussing about Baba, what I feel, Baba is not only a word. Baba is key to all the locks. Baba is the solution of all the problems. Baba is the answer of all the questions. That is, Baba is the master key. The word Baba that we pronounce is not from the mouth only, it's from the heart. And when it comes from the heart, the true feeling comes, the true relation comes. As it is very rightly told in the Bhakti, you are only my father, you are only my mother, you are only my brother, sister. Tameva sarvam mam deva deva. And other relations which we have, Baba, you are only my other relations. What I personally feel when we were in the Bhakti era, we were doing Bhakti. At that time also, the word Baba used to give us solace, Baba word assure us that, okay, your problem will be solved. That belief was there also. But the true experience, the true relation which we experience here when Baba comes and talks about himself and talks about the relations, the first letter Baba makes us bold, and Baba also tells, beware, Maya, beware of this child because Baba is with him. And by making us bold, the other letter A is also making us aware that, my dear child, you are not a male, not a female, you are a soul. And you and me is the only the world. Other things are just the sightseeings. मैं और मेरा बाबा ही संसार है. The other letter B is making us brave also, making us beautiful also. And the last letter A, Baba, is making us also aware. Baba is making, adorning ourselves with all those divine virtues. So incomplete. Baba is also making us beautiful. Baba is also making us bold. Baba is also adorning us with divine virtues. Baba is just telling us, my dear child, be aware what you are. You are a soul. You are a peaceful soul. You are a padam bhagyasali soul. And what that we experience. And that has come only with the Baba. If Baba, no classes, nothing would happen. When Baba comes, it does all the difference. It transforms us, making us do the real Purusharth, making us move in the right direction, and giving us the right knowledge. And with that divine knowledge, we transform. That has only come due to Baba. Okay, Baba word is also defined. Why? Because Baba comes and does make this type of difference. So Baba is wonderful, and the word Baba is also wonderful. Om Shanti.
Very nice.
So, Saurabh, why I asked you is, see, but even yesterday, see, whatever doubt I'm asking now, yesterday Baba sealed it in the Murli. When the first few lines he said, who is the Supreme Soul? Supreme Soul is equal to Shiva. But when we have to, whenever I get a kind of, when I'm in a corporeal thing, I think of Brahma. I would love to go to Brahma and talk to him, see Brahma Baba, this is happening, because he is a corporeal thing. He can understand my touch, my look, my drishti and all. But as you said, absorption of the energy within you, that's the beautiful Baba, that I agree. I think I have to differentiate between the energy, which is what is the word Baba. Because right down the ages we have called God, oh my God and all. But this Baba energy in your mind, it's something beautiful. But in Brahma Kumaris, I have found, I always go to, I don't know why, whether it's right or wrong. I love to go to Brahma. I love to go to the subtle world. I love to sit with him and talk to him and tell him stories, because I know he's got ears, he's got eyes, he can listen. And he has done that even before when he was not aware. So for me, Baba is, I think I'm still in both. Though I'll absorb that energy, I would love every time to meet my lovely Brahma Baba. Om Shanti.
Very nice. Yeah.
Om Shanti. For me, Baba is a mantra of liberation and liberation of attaining in life. That is egoless, wiseless, and bodiless. That's what I feel. Om Shanti.
Very nice.
Oh, as no one
Any other thoughts? Yes.
is asking, let me bombard Saurabh with some more of today's Murli. See, in this spinning, the spinner, I will just ask my questions fast so that you could share. Whenever you spin the discus, I think of, let me tell you, I just do it mechanical. I've still not understood what is that secret of spinning my 4 cycles and how do I get the canopy. I just do it because Baba's asked me to do it. If you ask me honestly, I really spin the cycle. I go to the Path Swarup and all. But I have not honestly understood the effect on it. What is it really going to do? Because there's never a Murli where Baba doesn't use the word spin, spin, spin. That was one thing. And as Rakhi Ben also asked you, I will want to really understand this equation. Settlement is equal to remembrance is equal to accumulation. Just these two doubts, Saurabai. Sorry for asking.
Yeah, no, it's good to discuss. And so I feel for me, the Sudarshan Chakra, or the discuss of self-realization, I the word realization is what stands out for me. It's like once I realize who I am, then my journey automatically becomes true for me. So it's not a practice. So it's not just it's like I'm just doing it these many times a day, but it's more like coming from that perspective. Just like when I know that when I feel I'm sorrowed, then everything where I was born, and the family that I have, and everything becomes real for me. My journey so far, where all I have been, the different schools or whatever, college, job, everything, and that's what becomes very real for me. And so in the same way, when I'm conscious of my truth of being a point of light, then it's not just a visualization, or not just saying that okay, I'm eternal, I'm this point of light, but then the entire story, the entire backdrop becomes real for me. And that's in the context that I used to live in Paramdam, then I came here in this physical dimension. I've taken 84 costumes, and this is the final costume. It's now time to go back home to settle everything. It's like from that perspective, then it's like soul consciousness and the experience becomes very real. That's what I feel is, Sudarshan Chakra. So in a very real way, it's like the whole journey of the soul uh, becomes becomes tangible, in that way. And then the settling and accumulation. Again, settling is more about all the actions that the soul has performed, and especially from copper age onwards, every action has had a reaction, has had an impression at a subconscious level, even at an unconscious level. All of that story, that baggage, the soul is carrying. And then for me, settling means is like all that baggage, the soul is able to disconnect from it. And it's only when the soul is with Baba, because with Baba, There's no burden of all this, heaviness of the story of 63 lives. With Baba, the soul, the original nature, eternal nature of the soul emerges. And that's why in Baba's remembrance, all these, past accounts get settled and accumulation, because once the original sanskars of the soul emerge, then automatically the soul, will accumulate. Then whatever actions we perform will be in soul consciousness. And so the soul then accumulates future. Yeah. So yeah, those were a few thoughts there.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Why don't you take us on the magic world of Baba?
Sure. Is that okay, Rakhibai? Is that any other thoughts before we move into meditation?
Sure, Sarabhai, we can.
Let's take a moment and realign ourselves to Baba. Baba is the only true lover of the soul. Baba, the only one who knows the soul. Baba is the only one who talks to the soul, talks to me. Whatever I feel, I think, Baba knows it instantly. Baba knows me more than I know myself. And so in saying the magic mantra, the word Baba, Baba's perspective for the soul becomes real for me. Once I am absorbed in Baba's love, Baba's light, Baba's might, then Baba's vision for the soul, I begin to experience. And all the treasures that Baba has, I begin to experience all of them instantly. There's no more battling with Maya. There's no struggle, but everything feels like a breeze. With Baba, the journey of this life becomes the most beautiful and magical experience. It's just Baba and Baba's remembrance allows me to be myself. Om Shanti. Shanti. Thank you.
Om Shanti. Thank you to Baba. Thank you, Saurabhai. Thank you, Divine Family. See you tomorrow and have a lovely day.